Make sure you like and follow along if you want to see more of this bike getting rebuilt.
Four leading motorcycle manufacturers, all Japanese, sold 2.5 million of them in this country alone. The trouble is that during an ATV's average lifespan of 7 years, there is a 1 in 3 chance the ATV will carry its rider to serious injury or death.
Anyway, three-wheelers were on the way out and manufacturers were looking for the next big thing, literally. The BW came with tires that made absolutely no sense for a motorcycle. Up front, 25 by 8 by 12, out back, 23 by 11 by 9. Wild by today's standards, but in the 80s they were already moving in the big tire direction with four-wheelers and three-wheelers. Even Honda got in on it with the fat tire craze with the Fat Cat. Only in production for 2 years versus the BW's 3-year run. But that didn't stop Yamaha from continuing the fat tire idea. In 1987, they released a slightly less dump truck, but TW200. TW stood for Trailway. BW stood for Big Wheel. I don't know how you dream up a big tired balloon bike and the best thing you can come up with is Big Wheel. At least Honda nailed the name. The first year of production was stupidly simple. 200cc, air-cooled, carbureted, no gauges, no electric start. Yamaha only ran the BW line from 1985 until 1987, 3 years. Not because it didn't work, because honestly, I don't think they knew who to sell it to or where they were supposed to use it. The actual commercials were a guy riding through the woods with horseback marauders chasing them with his kid. They really didn't even know who to sell this bike to. 2 years after its launch, Yamaha released the TW200, the Trailway instead of the Big Wheel. Smaller tires, more conventional rear shock, a single drive chain, no jackshaft, slightly less monstrous rear tire, same concept, same enthusiasm, less cocaine. And that bike is still sold today, nearly unchanged for 40 years, which tells you the idea was right. The BW though, that was the raw version, the one before marketing got involved, before lawyers finished their coffee. That's why for almost 40 years people are still restoring them, hoarding parts, trying to rebuild them into modern versions of the bike they've always wanted. At some point, it just makes sense.